An interesting perspective. There's only two people sitting at this desk right now who have actually moderated general election debates, which I would like to say seems like the most thankless job in America. But you both survived. We got Kristen Welker here. Hallie's done some primary debates.
I'm out of my
Me
league.
too.
I
No,
know.
but this is next level. Lester, first of all, without triggering you, what do you remember about doing the debate in 2016?
I remember how lonely it felt because we were, when both of us did it, was under the auspices of the Presidential Debate Commission. You're a solo out there. You've got your back is to this giant room full of people, and there were estimates of 100 million people watching. At the same time, it's such a privilege to do things like this, but you're getting people are, leading up to it, or is he going to fact check you? Every time you throw on cable TV, they're talking about you and what they think you're going to do or what you're thinking. I don't know if Kristen felt the same thing, but I think of David and Lindsay tonight. It's not an easy task.
Oh, it's definitely not. And when you talk about feeling lonely, part of that is because there's no one in your ear telling you or giving you editorial backup. Look, I think there's no greater weight than the moments before heading into a general election debate, because you are asking questions on behalf of the people who Kate was just interviewing, on behalf of the American people. So you want the questions to be understandable, digestible, not coming from Washington and politics, but from a place of people's dining room tables. And the best thing that you can say about a moderator is that you don't remember who moderated.
Well, I was going to say, and since it's over, I can say these can make a career, they can break a career, and a lot of times the criticism is quite harsh for a moderator who does fact check in real time. I can think of a moderator who got in trouble for that, and for moderators who don't. It's sort of darned if you do, darned if you don't.
I think the way to deal with that is to ask follow-up questions, make sure you're getting answers to the questions that you ask.
It's also a question for the candidates, and there is a question of how much tonight, as we bring it back to what we're going to see in just about 11 minutes from now, is how much will Vice President Harris fact check former President Trump, and vice versa, although it is clear, we know from past debates, that the former president does say things that are not true on this stage. I've talked to people in her orbit who say if she spent the night fact checking, in their view, she'd never get anything else in. So she's got to pick her moments in that space. We're also seeing, even as we've been on the air tonight, former President Trump already, his campaign, his team, kind of working the refs here already, preemptively going after the moderators. It's always a factor.
I was just going to say, I mean, it's not terribly recent, but I remember it's in the last 10, 15 years, it's become a lot more common to attack the moderator. I remember when you would never see the candidates go out and go after the moderator. I remember Newt Gingrich doing it in a Republican primary, I think in 2016 or something like that, and that was different.
Well, two things. You've got to feel the room, and it took me several minutes to feel the room, feel the temperature of the candidates. The other thing is, having done a lot of debates, including a presidential debate, I swore a long time ago I would never publicly judge a debate moderator.
That's right.
It is an incredibly difficult job, and my hat's off to anyone who's done it.
Absolutely. And you try to tune out any criticism that you might be getting heading into the big night.
But you know exactly what their stomachs feel like 10 minutes away from the debate now.
I'm starting to feel those
I know, having moments of feeling for them.
Thanks for all this. This was great. We'll take a break. We're less than 10 minutes away from the big moment as Kamala Harris and Donald Trump get ready to face off and meet for the first time ever. I hope you can stay with us. It's going to be quite a night. Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.